Then the day came when my friend couldn't look after Coco anymore. He didn't like me, but I was already in love with this bird. It took a very long time, but with attention and treats, we won him over. Now that he was comfortable, we noticed he couldn't see very well. The vet told us he had a problem with his eye and it had to be removed. Because Coco is so old, we were terrified that he wouldn't survive anesthesia. But he had headaches all the time, so we couldn't wait any longer. After a few weeks, we noticed a completely different bird. Before he spent all day sleeping, and we thought, oh, he's a total grandpa. Turns out we were wrong. Although I think Coco is happiest when Chico is around.
There goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now. And there goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now. I climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I'm broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my arms, she's standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people
How's my good girl Henrietta? Where's my Henrietta? Where's my Henrietta? Oh, there she is. My good girl Henrietta. Ooh, that's noisy. I know. It's fine, I got you. There's my good girl Henrietta. Hi, Henrietta. My good girl. My good girl. Yes, you are. Okay, right there. Yeah. She's gotten a lot closer to Gray now. Gray and her seem to be tolerating each other. Thunder will chase her from one end to the other, and then she'll jump up in a chair or something, and Gray will be there. And it's like, oh no, I'm trapped. And she doesn't panic with Gray now. I mean, if Thunder's trying to play and she doesn't want to play or something like that, she'll actually seek Gray out. in order to end the fight or play or whatever. She'll get up with Gray, and then Gray doesn't know what to do. She's been so offensive to Gray. So then Gray gets up and moves away. But yeah, it's been a musical beds, you know, for the cats lately, which is totally cool with me. That means that they're, you know, still getting along, still trying. It's taken a long, long time for Henrietta. I will say that. It has been a long time. She has, she went through hell prior to me getting her. Just the whole world was set against her. She had kittens at one point. They were all adopted. Right, Henrietta? Where'd you go, baby? When I got Henrietta, they brought her in the room in a cat cage. And I let her be for a first few minutes. And then I got close to the cat cage and whispered at her a couple of times and very carefully opened the door. And she couldn't get out of the cage without going by me. It was obvious I had, you know, had her right there. And she got comfortable, settled down a little bit. And then I reached into the cage and picked her up and put her on my legs in my lap. And as soon as she got to my lap, she turned into a loaf and just sat there. She was in need of someone to just hold her for a while. And
Ever wondered why keepers dare to smack a tiger with a slipper or even yell at a lion, but never treat a leopard the same way? The reason is simple. Even though tigers and lions are dangerous, their behavior is relatively predictable. Lions are social animals with a clear hierarchy, and in their eyes, the keeper is basically the boss. So shouting is often seen as strict discipline from a higher rank rather than a real threat. Tigers are solitary, but when they're raised from cubs, a certain level of trust and understanding can form, and getting hit with a slipper feels more like strict guidance than real danger. For the sake of survival, a tiger may even choose to tolerate it quietly. Leopards, however, are completely different. They are true loners, extremely suspicious, and constantly under pressure in the wild, which makes them highly reactive and unpredictable. In a leopard's mind, you are either prey or a threat. If you act aggressive, it won't see you as dominant, only dangerous and worthy of caution. That's why among animal keepers, there's a saying that leopards hold grudges and never forget. Ever wondered why keepers dare...
I'm sorry.
No. No, that was
I
the whole
see.
thing. That's the psychological part. If you back away, you only hurt his psychological understanding. This is a bite.
But she sat there, the original owner come in, and she was so scared of everyone. She wouldn't settle down with anyone. She wouldn't cuddle, she wouldn't do this. She'd wait for you to go to sleep and then try to join you at the bottom of the bed or something. But this cat just sit there and I mean, loafed right there, right in my lap, didn't want to move, didn't move at all. And he kept passing by. Oh my God, she's not running from you. It's like, no. And then he left for a few minutes and came back, and she was still sitting there, and he says, I can't believe this. And because she found contentment in my lap, he was worried that I would abuse her or something like that, you know. And oh, that looks like fun. He was afraid, afraid that she'd be afraid of me, and she had been abused, but she immediately found contentment in my lap, and because of that, he decided to let me go ahead and take her home. But it was up to the cat, not me. It's supposed to have a little, yeah, he's got it. There it goes.
Yeah.
Those are fun to build, by the way. You can buy them for about $10 still. Make them out of cigarette paper and balsa wood. I guess that may have been the last picture of it. That was going. It was going somewhere.
That means sick. You say sick.
What is it? Bogan. B-O-G-G-I-N. Bogan.
That means sick. You say sick.
What is it?
Not sex. Sick.
Sick. Oh, okay. How about go?
Going for the start.
Huh?
Is that it? Going for the start.
Going to start.
Going a start.
Going to start. What is that?
That means going for the rewalk.
I'm going for a start.
Yes.
This man just found out his kid's school is closed tomorrow.
Who was that?
Mr. McCauley is my 27-year-old foster macaw, and he's been with me for a little over 3 weeks, but he's had to be in quarantine, so he's been upstairs in a room all by himself. He still got plenty of attention while he was upstairs, but I could tell that being alone was affecting his mental health, so I was very excited when it was time to stop the quarantine period and introduce him to my other bird.
Who is that? Are you happy? Everyone's happy. Are you excited?
I think this guy's really excited. He would like... Wait. You can't go see him yet. What a clown. Good boy. I did a little training session just to make sure that this was a positive experience for both of them and they would associate each other with training and treats.
You cannot just go around eating anybody that you want to.
I cannot.
No, you can't. You cannot just go around.
Well, someone joined. That's all right. Probably that weirdo cheeky monkey, but that's okay. You can't fucking choose the people that come into your show. Well, you can, but you can't. You'll get retards like that all the time. Nothing you can do about it. But he was really triggered today. He got himself served heavily, and I'm happy to have done it. I just got tired of listening to his crap. What the hell happened to my papers? Oh, here they are. On the floor, exactly where they don't belong. All right. Let's see.
The FCC is cracking down on late night and daytime talk shows that host politicians, warning they can't just claim a blanket exemption from equal time rules. Under federal law, broadcasters must provide candidates from opposing parties the same airtime if one appears on their station. However, there is an exemption for bona fide news segments, not pure entertainment. The new guidance clarifies that not all talk show interviews qualify as news, and programs must apply for that exemption on a case-by-case basis. It follows reports showing late-night hosts featured 31 Democrats but 0 Republicans in recent months. FCC Chair Brendan Carr previously called out NBC for giving Kamala Harris time on Saturday Night Live without offering the same to Donald Trump, and the network quickly corrected it. A conservative group filed a complaint against Jimmy Kimmel, accusing him of boosting Democrats he even donated to. The FCC emphasizes this is about ensuring fairness so stations don't tip the scales for one side. No talk shows have requested exemptions yet, according to the agency. Critics call it a blow to left-wing bias in Hollywood. Broadcasters should watch their step or risk legal trouble.
That's always been true. That has always been true. And last time I heard it mentioned was back in the late 70s. Equal broadcast rights.
So do you want to be escorted out of here? Do you want to be escorted out of here?
You're violating my First Amendment rights.
Talking.
This woman was stopped during public comment, pulled out of a city council meeting, and arrested. It happened last year. It was a big deal then. It made national headlines, and it's why the city of Surprise is now facing a lawsuit.
Welcome to Surprise, Arizona, where the public comment period comes with a silent asterisk. On August 20th, 2024, a woman attended a city council meeting. She waited her turn.
All right, that should work. Okay. Nope. Not gonna like it then either. How about that? I'm not turning my monitor down.
So do you want to be escorted out of here? Do you want to be escorted out of here?
You're violating my First Amendment rights.
Talking.
This woman was stopped during public comment, pulled out of a city council meeting, and arrested. It happened last year. It was a big deal then. It made national headlines, and it's why the city of Surprise is now facing a lawsuit.
Welcome to Surprise, Arizona, where the public comment period comes with a silent asterisk. On August 20th, 2024, a woman attended a city council meeting.
That should help.
She waited her turn. She approached the podium. She spoke during public comment. And for that, apparently, that crossed the line between democracy and detention. Surprise had a policy banning speakers from bad-mouthing city employees, because nothing protects fragile governance like outlawing criticism.
So I'm going to take this time.
Rebecca Massey is still making sense of what happened after she walked up to this podium.
Is it kind of hard to believe what happened and where we're at now?
I honestly don't have words to describe it, to be honest, because I know that it happened, but it still seems very, like, fake. Like it can't be real life.
For much of last year, she was a fixture at city council meetings, often speaking and criticizing officials.
So you were well known to them?
Yes.
And on this day, the mayor seemed ready.
There are numerous public records requests that I have open right now that are, quote, pending legal review that I am entitled to request.
I've got to interrupt you here because...
Okay, are you going to stop the timer?
This is the public meeting forum that you agree to when you speak, and I want to read this to you, that there are oral communications during the city council meeting may not be used to lodge charges or complaints against any employee of the city or members of the body, regardless of whether such person is identified in the presentation by the name or by any other reference that tends to identify him or her.
That's all fine, well and good, but that's a violation of my First Amendment rights.
Yeah, so that's, well, this is your warning, okay?
A warning for what?
A warning for attacking the city attorney personally.
This is all factual information.
It doesn't matter.
For the next minute, they argued about the policy. Rebecca repeatedly telling him it's unconstitutional.
Here's the part city officials always pretend is complicated. Public comment is a limited public forum. Yes, meetings have rules. No, those rules don't include protecting government feelings. You can limit time, you can limit order, you cannot limit viewpoints. Criticizing public officials is not disorderly conduct. It's literally the point.
Chief, could you have somebody come down here and escort Ms. Massey out?
Really, is that necessary?
Yes, I think it is.
In front of my 10-year-old daughter, you're going to escort me out for expressing my First Amendment rights.
She can go with you.
I'm not leaving.
Well,
Can you just step out with me?
I'm expressing my first. Do not touch me. Do not put your hands on me.
Can you just step out with me?
Do not put your hands on me.
Come on out.
Do not put your hands on me.
Come out with me now before you get arrested. Do you understand?
Are you detaining me?
Yes. Do you understand?
Why am I being detained? Under what charges? Under what charges?
Police were ordered in, not to stop a fight, not to address a threat, but to remove a woman with an opinion. She was arrested inside City Hall and charged with criminal trespassing, which is impressive, considering she was invited, lawfully present, and actively participating in the meeting. But when speech becomes inconvenient, definitions get flexible.
Was any of this necessary? Anything that happened?
No.
How much time do you get to speak at a city council meeting?
3 minutes, and I had just under 60 seconds left. So literally all the mayor needed to do was shut up for less than a minute, and I would have been out of his hair.
Rebecca was arrested, taken to a police holding facility, then released. She was charged with trespassing. 2 months later, a judge dismissed the charge.
got dog.
That's a buffalo dog.
Oh, we got a buffalo dog. Well, we got a buffalo dog with a ball.
And we got buffalo dog that's like a buffalo in a china shop.
Yes, we do. You a buffalo dog? That's what Tommy says. You're a buffalo dog. Why don't you go tell him you're a yellow lab? You need to let him know you're not a buffalo. Oh. Okay.
So the reason that we parked the Long Easy on the ground is because the engine's in the back. It's a weird design, I know, but when it's sitting level, it'll actually flip over backwards. So whenever I go flying, all I gotta do is pick up my airplane and then extend the nose gear. But once here, if I let go of this, it's going over backwards, so I have to physically hold it down. Once the weight of the pilot is in the seat, then the plane's not going anywhere. So the reason that we parked...
My friend and I found this pipe completely frozen under the ice in a pond, so we drilled a hole directly in front of it and dropped down this tiny artificial lure to see what fish were hiding in here. And what happened next is something that we'll never forget.
Oh, fish! Yeah, he's fighting good. Dude, it's big.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, what is it?
It's not coming up.
Yo.
I don't know how to fight fish under the ice, bro. Oh. This is so weird. What is this thing? Are you supposed to fight like this? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing.
There's a lot of head shakes. I feel like it's a bass.
But he's not giving up.
Yo.
God, out of a pond. This pond is like 50 meters wide. You might have to grab him, bro.
I know, bro.
Oh,
yo.
Oh, it's a mirror.
Yo.
Oh my God, it's a mirror card. No, what a jig.
My friend and I found this pipe
Oh, that's a radiator before it's soldered. Cool.
Black history as a sequence of responses to oppression, rather than as a complex historical...
father and son in the United States built a Lamborghini worth about $700,000 for just $24,000, and what Lamborghini did next shocked the world. Sterling Backus, an automotive engineer from the US, used to play video games with his son driving the Lamborghini Aventador together. One day he got a crazy idea. Why not build this car in real life using his $300 3D printer? So the father and son got to work. They didn't use parts from any other car. They designed and built the entire body and frame themselves. For the engine, they used a GM Corvette V8, and for the transmission, they used a Porsche unit. Because Sterling couldn't afford a real Lamborghini steering wheel, he installed an Audi steering wheel instead. That's when Lamborghini officials noticed the car, and surprisingly, they didn't get angry. Instead of filing a lawsuit, Lamborghini helped them. They gifted a real Lamborghini steering wheel, along with official headlights and taillights as a gesture of appreciation. Seeing this, the whole world said, "Wow, Lamborghini, respect." A father and son in...
Is there anything you want to say to your family?
Yeah, next time, try being rich before having me.
Is there anything you want to say?
Les started getting greedy the moment this watch hit the counter. What he did for this watch was something completely new for him, not realizing what he was about to walk into.
I've got the Audemars Piguet.
Absolutely spectacular. How much did you want for it?
8,000.
It's a pretty watch. How about $3 grand?
6.
4,000.
You want to meet in the middle?
I'll go 4,500.
I need to get to 5.
Sorry.
The seller was about to leave, but then Les had something to say.
4,800.
No, I appreciate it.
Let me see it one more time.
After a moment of thinking, he made up his mind.
5,000.
All right.
After looking into it more, Les realized he'd just been scammed. He immediately called the guy back.
You said you had another watch. Can you bring it in today? I'm really interested.
The guy fell for the bait and came back.
Give me my money back or go to jail.
I didn't know they were fake. I bought them, and now, I've got taken on them too.
Fine. I believe you.
I mean, I'll give you your money back.
Les started getting greedy
I had a client drop off this old Stratocaster pickup to get it working again, so let's see what I can do. I started off by peeling back a few wines to see if I could find a break near the end of the coil, but over 150 wines peeled back showed no luck. I did, however, notice a few stray wires poking out, and this confirmed that there were multiple breaks in the coil, so the client asked for a rewind. I had to start by removing the old copper wire, which I was able to do with ease. This wire is about as thick as a human hair, which means that it's really easy to rip. In most cases that would be a problem, but in this case it's actually really helpful. I was very careful during this process to not damage the flatwork or the magnets. Once the bobbin was balled, I was left with a pretty rough surface. The pickup was originally lacquer potted, and that dried lacquer and any leftover solder will pose an issue in the rewinding process. So I removed any solder left in the eyelets and lightly sanded the inside faces of the flatwork to give me smooth surfaces to work with. Once that was all cleaned up, it was time to cure this bobbin's baldness. Being bald usually isn't something that needs to be cured unless you're a pickup. I don't think hair loss in adults leads to you losing your voice, but it does for pickups. I mounted the bobbin onto my machine and got everything dialed in. I used a wind calculator online to figure out how many winds and how much tension I would need to get roughly a 5.6k ohms reading, and was given a wind count of about 7,700 winds. Since I love patterns, I bumped that up to 7,777. After all the winds were laid down, I pulled the pickup off the machine and got the lead soldered on. I didn't get it on film, so you'll just have to believe me when I say that the reading was pretty much bang on 5.6k ohms. Next up will be potting the pickups. Let me know in the comments.
The closest object to your right is gonna make you famous.
When you drop an apple and a feather from above, of course the apple will hit the ground first. But about 400 years ago, Galileo explained that in a vacuum with no air resistance, they would fall at the same speed. This idea was tested inside one of the largest vacuum chambers in the world. The space is surrounded by thick steel walls and is normally used to test satellites. They used powerful vacuum pumps to remove all the air and create the only near-perfect vacuum on Earth. When the chamber reached that state, everyone watched closely as they pressed the button to release the feather. Back in the 1600s, Aristotle claimed that heavier objects always fall fall faster, and people believed that for a long time. But Galileo was the only one who suggested that without air resistance, everything should fall with the same acceleration. And after 400 years, this has finally been proven in a way everyone can see. Gravity pulls all objects down at the same rate of 9.8 meters per second squared, no matter their mass. When you drop an apple in a...
Is it in here? Oh! Pull it. Dear Lord!
When I would turn my demon on, a Hellcat would come on the screen.
Really?
Yeah. And one guy saw it in a video and accused me of being a faker and not being a real demon. And my mechanic, Luis, contacted the guys at Dodge. I seen 2 videos of me racing. It was at the street speed race. I showed my car, and I raced the other guy's demon. His demon pulled a wheelie. Wow. My demon would not pull a wheelie. I seen in both of those videos, the guy looked into it, contacted me and said, Demonology, not only was your car sent with the wrong program, we had like 1,500 demons that were sent with the wrong program. I went to the dealership, they hooked it up, put in the new program. I'm thinking, okay, what's the big deal? I get out on the street, I hit it. Dude, the front end came so high up, I almost wrecked into the back of a dude that was sitting at the light, because I couldn't see what the hell was going on. Damn. Then I took the car to the track, and it was a wheelie fit. When I would turn my demon.
Haley loves to take puzzles and open them up, but here's the deal. Haley's a little upset with me right now. I moved her tank. I moved her to a much better tank, a nicer tank, but she didn't like to be moved. None of the octopus that I've ever had like change, and Haley's no different. So even though I moved her into a nicer, bigger tank, she's mad at me. She's been pouting. Octopus pout all the time, so I'm...
The landing mat, composed of 27 air-inflated rubber mattresses, provides a landing area 80 feet wide by 400 feet long.
Jacob, would you like to tell me why the state troopers called and said they caught you doing 120 miles an hour in the pump truck in downtown Asheville?
That's a damn lie.
So, what happened?
I was at a red light. There was an ambulance. I was minding my own business. I looked over at him, and I could tell he was talking shit in his radio. Then he turned on his lights and sirens and took off. I couldn't let that challenge go unanswered.
So what did you do?
Me and the 6.7 and the F-550 put him in his place at 120 mile an hour down Biltmore Avenue.
So the state trooper did catch you doing 120 miles an hour?
Hell no, he didn't catch me. He saw me. You think I'd show my face in this county if he did catch me?
Jacob, you cannot do over 100 miles an hour in a pump truck.
That's a damn lie. I just told you to do 120.
Do you have any idea what happens to a septic pump truck that wrecks at 120 miles an hour?
Yep, it's a shit missile, and I'm the lead smear.
Jacob, would you like to tell me why the state trooper...
Apollo, what are you doing? Did you...
Ticket in 25... This is what people think musicians hear on stage.